All right, send a request, send a request. Let's go live. Hi, how are you, Itumeleng?
I'm good. How are you?
I am super great. Welcome to the live. Are you awesome? Are you great? Are you happy?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Ndika?
I'm awesome. I'm awesome. Where are you from, Itumeleng?
I'm based in Polokwane at the moment.
You are from Polokwane.
Yes.
Itumeleng, we are talking about sex education in a very broad sense, whereby I'm giving people the luxury of just coming and explaining what they feel comfortable explaining in regarding sex, but which educates. The most important, the key word is educate. Itumeleng, what do you have for us, ma'am? What do you want to explore today?
Sure, I'm gonna be very brief, and
Yeah.
my vendor is not good, right?
Speak English. Speak English.
Okay,
Let's get
I'll
it.
speak English and then Kamiksa Kastswana because
That's fine.
So I wanted to touch on a very dangerous and very irresponsible trend that I've picked up, right?
Yeah.
Of rona re testa batho ka mahlo, in the beginning of a relationship.
Yeah.
You just look at someone and you think this person looks healthy,
Yeah.
Usharp. Exactly. This does not look like a body that would have anything to be afraid of, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you a quick story, right? So some years back, I found myself down and out, right? And I found myself living in some place around Polokwane. I'm not gonna mention where.
Yeah.
And I found myself amongst a group of women, right?
Yeah.
I had a friend there who took me with to sit with her friends. And Herefitla Mole, in conversation, they mentioned that they were positive, right? And this was
HIV,
this was not something that I was aware of. And they mentioned how they would intentionally sleep with people unprotected, right?
You lie.
I'm telling you. And I think in that moment for me, it like light bulb moment, you realize, oh my gosh, these are the type of people that I'm sitting with. And one of the ladies, healthy, very healthy looking, one of the sexiest women I think I've ever seen, even went as far as saying, I'm going to prove this to you guys. I'm going to call my guy, right? And she picked up the phone and she called this guy who she claimed he was married.
Yeah.
And she spoke to him, Papa, utle before mereko, utlo ja dijo tsa gago and whatnot. And when she hung up, she mentioned hore they don't use protection. And she went as far as saying that 2 birds with 1 stone. So that includes the wife. So I think we tend to be very irresponsible, especially for people with multiple partners. If you have like a main person at the house and you guys are not protecting and you go out there, it's not just your life that you are endangering, it's the life of your partner, you understand? And imagine if your partner also has somebody outside. So now it's like a huge...
it's just spreading all over, like it's going
things are transferred. And also the other thing is in terms of testing and who gets to initiate it. I've always said, for me, if we are new in a relationship and you, for instance, Ndika, say, no, let's go raw, right?
Yeah.
If you are not afraid for your life, that should tell me something. If you are willing to go raw the first time without knowing my HIV status, there's STI, whatnot, you understand, then you clearly have nothing to lose. So I just wanted to say we must be very careful of such people, and also of just you understand, that test that is spoken about before we get sexual in a relationship, especially in the beginning of a new relationship, is very important, you understand? And I know that sometimes mistakes happen, where we are protecting, something happens with the protection, or maybe you are drunk and whatever. But I think going forward, let's try to be slightly more careful and You know,
Yeah.
you can look at me and say, but Itu looks healthy. More fresh, so so I can look at you and say, this guy in such a nice car. You know, this guy, he's glowing, he looks a certain way. But that's not always the case. And I think also a lot of people are not comfortable with just disclosing their statuses, you know. And also it's their right, so they'll disclose when they're comfortable. But I think beginning of a new relationship,
we
a
need to know.
test is mandatory. It must happen. It must be done. We need to know where we stand before we cross that line.
But Itu, can I just say this? If you look at social media, right, there's a lot of bashing of condoms on social media. People say, a condom is not nice. A condom this, it hurts me, it gives me rash. Like, people try to discredit the use of condoms. It's like when you use a condom, you're stupid. That's basically the stigma which on the 21st century condoms find themselves in. People don't encourage safe sex. They will just always say, like, condom for what? Now we go raw. So what do you have to say about, like, people making such remarks about the use of, condoms, for instance?
You know what, when Ndika, one thing about social media, you can't go get everything on social media. I've always said people will mislead you. You know, we've seen people giving back to the advice on social media, which are some of the advices that they don't follow themselves. So don't be a crowd follower. You understand? If you value your life and your well-being, then whether it's being bashed or it's being promoted, you know what's right for you, and you must do the right thing for yourself and your partner.
Sure. Wow, I think definitely. You see, this is education right here, man. Because indeed, and I always say this to people, there's worse things out there than HIV. Do you understand?
Yes.
There are STIs which will make you lose fertility.
Yes.
You will not have kids ever again. There are STIs which you will feel like if you're a guy, your dick will fall off. Like, there's worse things. You see, I'm not saying don't be afraid of HIV or whatever. HIV it's a long-term illness you can manage. If you drink your ARVs and whatever, you could live your normal life and not even die of HIV, die of an accident or whatever. But there are STIs which are gonna take you now. Do you understand? Like, I heard someone, there for ladies, there are STIs which will make you go on your periods all the time. There's someone who went to their periods the entire month and it was an STI. Do you understand? So for guys as well, there are STIs which are going to kill your erection. You will not be able to have an erection again because of that. And these are the things we don't talk about. We know they're there, Mara. We don't think about them. So I always say that don't think about HIV as the worst thing. Think about the short-term illnesses. STIs are on another level, man. Trust me.
Yeah, I think people maybe like these days are more afraid of pregnancy than any of these illnesses and HIV.
True.
Like, a person will be thinking, no, but I'll take morning afters tomorrow. You can't take morning afters for an STI. You can't take morning afters for HIV. You understand?
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, HIV is not a death sentence. It's manageable. Yeah. That does not mean then now we can be reckless and not take care of our health. So, yeah.
I think also, I'm glad you raised that point. A lot of people, indeed, women are more afraid of pregnancy than of falling sick. Do you understand? I never understood why is pregnancy a big deal, because you can always terminate at any time. You understand? You've got the first 3 months, the first 6 months with the doctor's approval. You can terminate. You can remove pregnancy. But once you fall sick, that's it. Do you understand? And like I said, there are things like herpes. Herpes is you will die with it. It's a virus. Like any virus, there's no cure for any virus, which means you are taking it to the grave. So there are worse things out there than. But hey, what can we do, man? What can we do, honestly? What can we do?
We must just be safe. And you know what? The scariest thing for me is that you can say I'm being safe. For example, if you are married, I mean, when you're in a marriage, I don't think anyone expects, to be the use of protection, because I mean, we're married. But we know there's a lot of married men that are up to no good, right? And even as a woman who is loyal and married, sometimes you can sit there and say to yourself, if my man were to go out there and maybe fall into temptation, so to say, if how about snacks, so you understand, what could he come back home with? You understand? So then that's the part that's always I've been conflicted about, to say, then what do we say in a case like that? Do we say even when you are married, even when you know for motho ke regte, how do you then go forward with the use of protection? Yeah.
Hey, I feel like there's a lot, you know, now that you've just made me realize so many other things as well. And again, I ask myself, why do you, okay, fine, if you're going to cheat, like you said, if you're tempted to cheat, why can't you just use a condom? Why are you going to cheat and have sex with somebody you met that night? You don't know this person, you don't even know their name, and you have sex without a condom. Like, what are you expecting? And then you're going to go back home to your wife. You understand? I told this story the other day that I was once at some party, né, where I was there for I went on a Friday, I left home on Sunday. It was 3 days which I was there. Some girl, the guy I was with, I'm not going to mention names, met this girl at the club, comes back with her, and then they're busy. The whole weekend they're together. They don't even know each other's names. They're calling each other baby. You understand? Like, imagine you're with someone, you don't know their last name, you don't know where they're from, their intentions, what they're here for. All you know that is you're having sex with this person, calling them babe. And I asked this guy, Uri, what if this girl says some shit like, you raped me? What if this girl says, what if maybe she's got, you know, multiple personality disorder, she just switches on you, just takes a knife and stabs you? Like, what if she's psycho? These things happen. They happen, they happen a lot. So what are you going to do? Like, how do you just get someone and automatically think that they're your person without knowing them? And I'm like, hey, you guys are brave. Maybe I'm not made for this life. This is not my life. You guys,
it goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. Fine. We want to be adventurous, spontaneous, you know, you want to have fun, and sometimes sharp, maybe single, and you meet someone and you hook up. But it goes back to that thing, you know, like we've turned our eyes into tests that can see when you would think, and it comes again with, I think, perception of people that are this way should be this way. You understand? Motho o lwalang would be, the skin would be whatnot, you know, otile and whatnot. And that's not the case anymore. And then before I go, I also wanted to touch on the issue of which you just touched on, or you meet someone at the club and you take them home, right? So obviously it's for sexual purposes, right? People have conditions out there, Ndika. So shortly after I had my son, I had a mild stroke, right? And it was the first time I was dealing with something that I had never dealt with before. So you can imagine, I don't know what's happening. Luckily, I'm with family at that time, right? But for people who randomly just pick up people at the club, you don't know what condition this person has. You understand? Next day, you guys are in bed, and you don't even, because you don't know this person, you don't even know what you're supposed to do. Seizure, you don't know how to help a person.
Seizures are the worst.
You understand? So, and also, you pick up someone you don't know, Leah, wherever, you don't even have a contact, a friend. You don't even have a contact, a family member. So should anything happen, what then must happen? Tomorrow you will end up being accused. This thing. So what I wanted to touch on is general safety. You know, like we are adults at this point. As much as we want to have fun, we should have fun, but let's do so safely. You understand? Let's take all these things into consideration. And I think a lot of us also, with regards to HIV and STIs, the issue that I touched on, we think, if I'm sitting here as Itu, I'm like, but I would never do that to Ndika. You know, if I was sick, I don't think I would intentionally pass it on. You tend to think everyone is like you, but not everybody's like you. Some people, how did I get it? Innocent. You understand? So that's what I.
Itu, thank you so much for coming through, man. I think we should do this again sometime, maybe on a one-on-one live or something. I can see that you're very insightful and you know a lot of things, and I would really just like us to maybe continue it at a later stage. But let's give others a chance so that we can get as many opinions and there's many, you know, ideas and things from others as well. Thank you so much for coming through. It was really nice talking to you.
Me.
All right. Thank you. Bye. 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 All right. That was Itu Meleng all the way from Polokwane and Mupedi. Ndika Dumakava Venda Peds. One chance. Anyway, Mara Ukamango, guys. This is what I know about you. Shana goes to them that you want one day. You will get it. You will definitely get it one day. You will get it. Send a request. Let's go live, guys. Guys, I'm going to have to set a limit on time. I'm going to give each person at least 5 minutes. So just try to summarize what you want to say so we can get as many people in as we can. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Hello, ma'am or sir. All right. Ochera. But right, guys. People get chilled here on the live here. It's nothing new. Send a request. Need the Riambe, guys. I'm going to put a limit. You can't. Let's try to get as many people in as we can. Thank you. Lastly, guys, if you are gonna make Barmi. Guys, if niche the comment the commenter chica, una mutu apa. I am going to block you. I am not going to play around. I'm going to flip and block you, and I won't even feel bad about it. I will never unblock you. You'll not be a fake account. Not any blocker foot. Do you understand? So please request or respect the people who are on this live. Stop making these next comments. Hey, next. I'm watching you. Type it and you'll see. What mean face?
Nah, man.
Hey, come, guy. Who am I speaking to, sir?
The Pindura there.
What Pinduro? Talk to us, my man. What do you want to explore regarding this sex topic?
Sex education, but then some they don't get it. For my point, I'm a dude, and there are girls that lasted about Ghana, and at some point, if you don't do that through sex education, somewhere that thing you're gonna get sick. I just want to give it to you. And the down there, mostly covers done too. You don't see that. Then at some point you're gonna do it. Mostly because the party, you said something about the events, the party when you went 3 nights there. And that guy, like, you just meet someone there and just be like, okay, she's cute. Color somehow somebody are mostly rot at some point. And they read and the wish up or no while we are doing it with other people when yeah, none yellow bone to Kohana. I feel clock yellow bone. Yeah, not the managers and the Tambas who visits Mara's own as well. And about sex education, yeah. I started having sex while I was in grade 10 till now. I haven't take off the condom. They are off. Never. Can they ambare? They ambare. Namusi Mexico. Aramutu Korea. I can Mexico. They rengere. You know, koto de yodur. Nende muliche because aren't coconut for the coconut for the. But then among Abana. That mentality to the fetch Abure. Now was the Monoris Condomia Mubesa. No Mubesa, how come on? And it's so that's the truth. So no, yeah, they shouldn't go for that mutuary economy by somebody chain if the car and the battle of Bafangari one lose dignity of a moon just as we proud namusi umtwana kuzori sex yamba isa namuricha ningupanso nguluza none of the truth ngokuzwa so zvinokaba to apa bothe nende watoba kuzori kana mutu otonakisa hani don't go there kana tovhura mirenje sikuri in them ngobaisara shit so yeah I think
no my man
up. Yeah my time it's up so
no, thanks so much, man. We appreciate you, Brian. Thank you so much. I think
thank you, Amanda.
Definitely, you know, definitely. All right, no, Brian, thanks so much for joining. William, ne?
Sharp.
That was Mr. William, man. Emphasis, guys. I'm going to repeat. I think we're in some commenters enough. Do not be rude to people who are on the live. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. If your comment is rude, fine. Mutukako kachingeliwa ari kuchingiwa. Atina problem uri kuchingelana na mini. But do not be rude. Never rude. Chinga chimera chitoro cha mtu ene kuba rude. I will not tolerate a rude person on this live, no matter what. All right, let's get the next person in. Send a request, guys. Send any request in. Send a request, and let's go deep into it. Hello. Hi.
Hi, Ndika. I'm good.
How are
you?
you, ma'am? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes. Who am I speaking to and from where?
Ndifitichinyali ndibva Makwarera.
Tichinyari from Makwarera. You are representing my hometown. So whatever you're going to say,
Course.
you can expect they're knowledgeable. There's no stupid person from Makwarera. There's no unwoke person from Makwarera. So you are repping the town right now where I'm from. I grew up. All right.
Okay.
Sister Ankamena, what do you want to share? Which avenue do you want to explore regarding this?
Ndikandikotozotramba na vatu vavanna. See,
Yeah.
I cannot speak for women because I'm a woman. Ndikotodama vatu vavanna. Vanna vakofanira kubuda uri. Sex is not all about time frame. Uri, haula mwana ndomula 30 minutes, haula mwana ndomula 20 minutes, haula mwana ndomula pusha naye 1 hour. It's about enjoyment. Kayo 30 minutes ndiko dipina na.
Yeah.
Ene angaba kufuru una kugolu kuna adudza majita ngao mara ndiko dipina na. Usasetia 5 minutes ndikane nenda rozozori namsendero dzira ndo yumbula uturi ya hela uti ndo dipina nga 5 minutes epedzi because oya kadzi spots dzanga dzote my G spots ndatakala nanera zvozori ndo richana orgasm ni wane muthu akuita 30 minutes iwo wasara uchivoto oma uvotodziwa na dzi lubricant uvotodziwa na lubricant kana kukumisira mare disgusting like the aim ndiyo uri riko dipina rothe na not uri huvo kudipina muthu muti like fana na finger fucking ni wane muthu ako sikufinga 20 minutes yothe like it's the essence zvifana na starter abe actually ufura it's to give you appetite to your main course arari ndichikofingarwa 20 minutes ndika
ufingara ndutofonya he's a tofonya
like zvistara zvichikobhora can men try to understand that sex is about two people that should all benefit from it actually ngauri nendingasitakadzo ngori upfindoliwa 1 hour kaila 1 hour ndoricha orgasm na no.
But Mara, okay, here's the thing, and I feel this should be fair. Women pretend. You guys pretend a lot during sex. I think if sex can go on for an hour, any matured man stop at any time. Stopping is not a problem. But if you're making me feel like then you're part of the problem as well, because you're failing to raise or an alarm. You understand? So don't you think there's some degree of blaming we can at least reblame why you last hour? I don't think I understand your point very well, but I feel like communication mara
majita ono force and I've been there. And you try to communicate, because honestly speaking, communication is key, more especially a relationship. But I've been in a relationship with my member. It's all about respect, love, and respect, communication, and submission. Love it over benefit. It's not about relationship. It's natural, and people don't understand that. So communication is very important. They are communicating baby. Like we've been going on for too long. So now it's about you.
It's not Makwarela, because now we stop. We stop. We stop. It's not, guys. It's not Makwarela person who did that. I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
So this is what I want. This is my point that I'm trying to make. Vana rene sabafumakadzi. Okay, for example, there's women that can hang doing women on top. Ati?
Yeah.
They get tired easily. Mara nipfe mutu asko pesa akuyongo kombechedza. It's another issue, right? So I think the most important thing is ngandani okay, azvinga apply kava noni vono wala vatu dziclub anti, but people who are in a relationship. It's very important to understand each other's love language. When you understand somebody's love language, you know, okay, Ndika ufuna iznon. Amuna wangora was dozori ufuna ndu inonukerera. Ufuna mfumakadzo inonukerera. Ufuna mfumakadzo abdere. Rachibvura zvarate zvamuro pasi. It's very important. So ari ndichikoda kamoto. Ava asa dine chipinga nacho good love language yangu. Oh, okay, ndichifara the nipples that chinyari adziti chitu, because miviri yavathu haifani. Huna muzana naye achifarwa the nipples anga na orgasm usathu itwa chitu. Havana muzana ane achifarwa the nipples auna chinoita yakare.
Yeah.
So that's part of the love language. You need to understand mutu wanga ndichimufara apa non waitisa so ndichimufara apa non waitisa so. So nidawana mutu wako go on and on ngasuzvi azvipfa zvibhodhoni upfi musadzina mufara thungu uyaita mini mara neti hola musadzi wava kuzuviwa ngamumwe. Zvino nne ndivodzototamburira uri thungu dzanga zidatsikova ngamacheloni.
Yeah, true. Wow. Hey, yeah, no, I'm a fungo on demand. I think let's hear what others have to say. Panga as many people as I can. Everyone needs opinions of Pambana now from different people.
All right.
But thank you so much for coming through, man. We appreciate you.
Sharp.
All right, sharp. I want to place it on record that Zibodoni is a trend from Njerere. So she mentioned that guys get bad sex advice from Zibodoni, which automatically is associated with Njerere. So therefore, bad sex comes from Njerere. I don't care how that statement makes you feel. It is what it is. All right, let's move along. Let's move along. Aunas bodo makwarela. Ari tuzas bodo rini. You understand? There's business meetings and shit makwarela. We don't have bodo in makwarela. So anyway. Enda. Hi.
Hi.
Anyway.
Ndio.
Network yao iko teka. Network yao. Oh guys, fix your network. Bulenda network. Ka request the footy Bulenda. I request the footy. Oh Lord. Network Bulenda guys. Bulenda's network. Okay, let's go. Let's move along. Send a request. Let's go live, guys. Make sure you've got proper network connection. Do not, if you're using Rain, don't try to get on a live with Rain, man. That's what happens. It cuts. I'm not saying she's using Rain, but if she is, that's what happens. Rain is not good for live. We're not going to hear you. Just watch with your Rain. Don't join with the Rain. Buy data or use fiber, or if you're using 5G, then come on the live. Me don't block her. Try me. Try it. Send a request, guys. Real live. Let's go live. Okay, Memuru could request her. Maybe we know something. Okay, let's see if she wants to. Let's give her 2 minutes. Let's give Memuru 2 minutes. Let's give her the hair. Memuru kabata wanyengor batu badokungulur koba jinisesa. Kabar menarini. Bor farada mini Memuru. Memuru. Oh, okay. Memuru's network, guys. I know that's the last time. Memuru chaba panga soon. In fairness, let's put others. Memuru chaba panga. She spoke. We heard her. Now we're good to go. Guys, make sure you've got proper network, man. Your reception is everything. Make sure you've got proper network connectivities, guys. Okay, let's try again. Let's try Brenda again and see if maybe it does. You remember one good say women on top. Brenda.
We.
Urini.
Right network, as you know.
I think it's better. It's better. Brenda Uvagai, where are you from, Brenda?
But Mpumalanga.
Oh, okay. Igor Saranyana Mrao, but let's see if it will work. Brenda, what do you want to talk about regarding this sex education talk? Which avenue would you like to take?
Okay, nendi kunyaurambanga vatukana vane narini kunyangwedhera naye ti. Moment achitotoma unga ukotoma uni romance nyana. Navani kutomunukana. Unukana kapazana zvembi zviri zvavaruvhucheriwa veiwe zvakuma. Ezvi zviyabhora. Nidhoona mtu akuni romance ane pala. Ukotoma nisingafaka ne.
Yeah.
Ukotoma nisingafaka and then navani kutomubvisa lubu. Zvinomala cause rine ridzura riwet chipinge chote. But then mtu utopfori mtu tonga runkona vana kulubunya ubonyangwa zonya vatu na watu vabadzana riratoma.
Yo, Brenda network. Guys. And she had a point. She was onto something, man. She was onto something. Guys. Brenda, request again, please, so you can come back and talk to us and let's see. Guys. Brenda, I was interested in her point, Uri. Especially I wanted to know that. Enda.
Nenokomera udzidzumba ngori ndonyagwamba limwe pfungwa apa.
Ariambi mtu na mtu arishisini ngori mwana mmoja jena nyagwamba shisini so kuti yofunga libone.
Zvidombarira mara zvoruga. Dodelamba next time.
Next time. All right. Sharp. Okay, guys. For those who are new to the live, guys, do not request if you are in the dark, man. Do not request if you're in the dark. We don't speak to people in the dark live. You can see me clearly. Don't need to run a filtered narrative. I'm here. I'm in front of you. So I don't really need your Zumba, guys. Let's move on. Send a request. Let's go live. Enda. Varmin feds.
Varmino.
Nerio ne botakana.
Rotaka rusawona.
Nendi sharp man. Ndipo nyiva guy ava.
Ndipo nompa nengo kuluvaka kwa patundu.
Uvagai?
Akakunjerere.
Akaku. All right. Basa ngarane check up with us ngobunyana mara ngamba kama benari ne borfarala spies no namsibasa.
Nendo rikono nyako to vaudzora nywaliwe chifhinga chote ma.
Hey.
Nyo. Aina limwe zina.
Hey.
Ndizvezvo bedzi.
No, rolimu.
Nah.
Wow, guys. Wow. So many wows, guys. I'm wowful. Hey. I'm not even gonna say anything. Enda. One tongue in Barmin Feds.
And then the sharp.
Hey, one tongue in Babagai one. Where are you from, my brother?
From Johannesburg in Rivali.
From Rivali in Johannesburg. My man, topic here, and I'm see. What do you want to explore on this topic, sir?
Yeah, hey, with sex, bro. You see, broke niggas. They can eat your girl the whole day because they have nothing to do, abo. That's why they saying you have to eat it the way you want and stuff. It's because of they have nothing to do.
Okay.
they are broke. But rich people don't have sex more than 8 hours, 5 hours and stuff. Mara, these broke ones, 8 rounds in a day. You see, it's like, it's because of they have nothing to do. But if you have something, you're working on something, your girlfriend will understand that 1 round is enough. It's enough, and like, because she knows, Kuri, you're going to work for her or you're doing something with potential. But if like you're always sticking on her, she sees no future, but she will even cheat on you with better people than you because of, or you're always thinking about sex. You all on your mind is sex, you see. So broke people, broke, not just even broke if you don't have money, but broke mentality, like. Yeah, so broke niggas should stop because of they're gonna come and cheat. You see, forex boys.
Yeah.
They don't eat their girls 8 hours because they know that they have to go and trade and make money. But the broke ones, the ones that they're always by the Indian shop, they will make you history. You see, so I just advise because of no girl nowadays want like want a guy without money.
Yeah.
It's all about the bag, securing the bag. So if when are you dating for sex with a guy, it won't work. Because of it won't work because of you and you will think that you are in love and this and that, but she is cheating with you with someone better than you. Imagine if she says she's craving for a pizza at 12 a.m. midnight. You don't have a car. But if like she tells someone who has a car, someone who has a future, someone who is working on something, they can probably go to Debonair's and get the pizza, and they can probably have sex for 1 hour. But you, because of people, like you're closing opportunities for yourself. You see, you're closing opportunity for yourself because of like you don't have a car. You always want sex 8 hours, even if it's raining. Imagine you are going with your girl to home. The umbrella doesn't have Bluetooth. Even if you have a polo is the best most achievable goal you can achieve. It's like umbrella doesn't have sound. Umbrella doesn't have Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So hey, gents, let's stop. Let's minimize having sex too much than thinking about our future. You see.
Yeah, no, my man. No, I think, thank you. Let's hear what others have to say. I think you've exceeded your 5 minutes. Mara, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tangeni. All right, let's move along, guys. That was Mr. Tangeni. This guy says an umbrella does not have Bluetooth. Get a car. Hey! Hey, shots are fired here. Hey, no. These are shots fired, guys. Shots are fired. Somebody asked Uriyo, it could be, but you never know. But yeah, the shots are fired there. But anyway, let's move along. Hello,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm all right, thanks. Who am I speaking to?
Netengwe Chamano.
Chamano Netengwe. Urumini Pezi Chamano, how are you?
Ndione man.
Chamano namsiri kwamba nga sex education roko educator na roko tusana. Chamano, what do you have for us today?
Nanda konya gotwamba nga vatukana ava vane wadorowo vazama wogonya voi. Ava viva utusana ruti. Ava utusi nduri udoru filimbai. Ndika ufilimba zvavukuma usakotusiwa zviya vava.
Yeah.
Zvavukuma utotusiwa mutu ngodova chitonga dzimbia nepo. Kana parala mudhagasi ngo it's not fair.
Okay, what must happen? What are you saying? What needs to happen?
Mutu utomuvha ponyana ti. Uzozvana zvaro uikozamba achimuvha zviva zviko ita. Ritotusana.
Yeah,
Yeah. Rikoneta na mafungo yoriwo batho bari denise ndoni basongori pazviliwa.
Yeah.
Kundu dziya vavedzi na tumbu dziya vavedzi. Mutu dosoko gunyedzera utongari na zvino asingova na buswa.
Okay, why is that big?
Ukosvikavo ungatobhikavo ukutobhikavo hai.
Okay, Mara, all right, quick question. Why nichiko gonya if nichis diwori nyakatuso? It's like, why nichita chichine and 100% confident that nidochiita na chikona? Artome.
Ti ubokoderi mutu woyu kamse wa divori udoutusa ti vore bariko divona na the videos za international za zi porn ukuzvibona. So ribariko deri woyu mutu one experience mutu dredera dogogodera na zvandango.
Okay.
It's not good.
Okay, can I say something? And that could remember some guys. There are some women whenever ambori nisongon tusa during women on top. Some women battle nisongon tusa.
Hey, ndiyabala ba blind. Ndizi pro.
Okay, I remember kala zuliwa. Yeah, continue kala pungola zuliwa. Let's go back to that one. Yes, nanka termin. Yeah.
Hey, la zuliwa, like if I say okay, riko meter. And ndiko die in your place, mutu ka make sure ka bike ukuzubana. Cause ndingaseri ndiko vaya ni vonda vandola ndivosiona uri baby udombikela or something kuzubana vamwe straight to the bedroom.
Buroto na makumba zishapu.
Yeah, it's fine. Mara vamwe vafi. Vamwe vafi kuzubana nana ndotofara zvozvo pedzi Ndika.
No, really boys. So thank you so much for joining. I don't feel what they have to say about this. All right, really boys.
Okay.
Hey, guys, they're saying, the ladies are saying, feed us before you go into it. They want to be fed, guys. So, hey, today's topic is something else. All right, send a request. Let's go live. And yeah, guys, 5 minutes each person. Maximum time is 5 minutes. You gotta summarize, ne? Enda.
Yeah, Ndika.
Patu urmini fedzi.
Ndiona ndikusangeyo.
Ndishapu. Nito guy, where's that? Ni guys, you know. New Zealand, all the way from New Zealand. All right. Patu, come on, sex education. I think what a limit or certain questions I want to ask to explore in a broad sense. What do you want to talk about regarding a topic?
Woman on top. That's what I do. I'm not feeling when that's what I do. But one of us never develop or be commenting in the one like Savoy of Rousing. There is actually when I go to see. The moment we go to see a woman on top, we manage to eat us all. There's then I make it kind of
yeah.
So, most ladies, you don't twerk when you're on top. You whine your waist.
Yeah?
Yes, you whine, you don't twerk.
Don't twerk, you what? Don't touch it.
You whine your waist.
Huh?
So, there's a person who bouncer.
Good, so demonstrate, show us. How should they do it?
Like I said, I'm not feeling too well today, so.
Like this is important. This is very, very. Somebody's relationship could be hanging on this point. Please, Sean.
I can't look. I'm not feeling well. It's that time of the month, so I can't.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. So,
okay. Anything else you want to add? What should people know?
Okay.
Anything else you want to add?
Come to Ghana if Musana are on top.
Why?
No. Mufaren kunduzawo not uri mutu and then she was very untimely when I knew to come bounty. And very kundu remain come bounty. Fan kundu zame kuzimasa the babu din farena matna na dinepo. Not to go bounce as well as in na connect arali ni khou pfha uri no neta nga tshifhela ni a ḓirwa uma ni pfha ni nga side a si wambo ni khou tou gonya na vha no tou rali fhofhe ni rwa no sedza thungo no sedza lungo lugumo so na kha doctor vhasana o ita muhulu o ni songo nyenyetisa but muhulu to vhori ni nga si kone u ita muhulu navho vha vho tsesa fhasi hu tou vha na arc hafha izwi no ita woman on top
confesses
hafha thumbu yani singo kwama fhasi a vhe na arc a kwame maḓamu a zhibalansani nga maḓamu
okay
yeah ni vhe no tou benda like you know when you doing child pose yeah zwi fana na woman on top na zwine na tou ita zwone u ita dog style ni vha no ita child pose ni vha no balansa nga maḓamu
zwi uri u tea u benda nga iḽa nḓila ine wa bendisa zwone u tshi khou dzhia dzi phampu fhasi ya mbete
yeah ngori thumbu i kwame fhasi a tshi u vho dzhena ṱhoho fhedzi na maḓamu fhedzi yeah
okay
ndi zwone zwine zwa tou itiwa
guys women on top is taking pumps from under your bed yeah okay anything else you want to add Patu?
Khou ḓa kha vheo vha vhatukana
yeah
vheo vha vhatukana sometimes you very 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 disappointing very disappointing no aḓela na musidzana okay you were in a relationship you could date her it's fine musidzana vha tshi vho tama zwiṅwevho vha tshi vho nyaga move on iṅwe a ni litsha nga maanḓa vhatukana if musidzana a ni litsha ndi afho lini you go around spreading lies uri hadisi wola musidzana mini I was with her because what blah 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 you come up with stupid reasons as sharp why if nikori hadisi mi songo mu vhudza while you were still in a relationship with her why don't you tell her baby any hadisi
nende amba
usuri no lichana ni ri ndi khwine zwezwo ambani mara not uri no fedza no ḓibva kha relationship ni ye nnḓa ni mo ntshi vhuri ṅwana wathu hadisi ngori tshiṅwe na wana ni problem
yeah
ngori vhatukana ni a ḓiwana na nne ndi so ndi a ḓea on top naona Ndika yanu i problem ndi khou zama nga nḓila dzoṱhe uri ndi shumela nthu yanu mara a thi khou pfha tshithu iṅwe nga hafha na ni ngo sokou ṱavha mikosi hayi man
ndikopesesa I understand
yeah so
thank you Patu. Let's hear what others have to say, man. Let's hear what others have to say, man. I appreciate your input. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
All right, sharp, guys. At Korundo Dumana, New Zealand, ne? But anyway. Oh, hey. All right, let's move along. Send a request. Let's go live, guys. Let's go live. There's a lot of education today. This is very educational. Enda.
We urine.
Rihone ovwani.
Nendovua.
What's going on? Your light is not.
Yeah, I know in the sitting area.
Oh, okay. All right, talk to us, ma'am. What would you like to explore? Sex education, required advice, and tipano. Aruko sasaladzana, but rukopana advice.
Ndohagwamba ngava vatukana vane vadoni textera he namusikadhe rite mini nichisvika nge mutu waone nono ita zvithu naye ukojea maybe voma 10 seconds mutu wana achipedza ukoedhera he ndoneta he mini like mutu wana achinitoma kadzi inbox he nendikona bhadhi mini na mini one achida ukotoda chitera chipiyo na chipiyo nduri Ndika vathu vapanoni vava vacoordinatisa ne vamwe neri vari kwaga zvithu zva serious ndori ndobva mutu onipika nga nḓila ine naini ni ava neile dzangalelo lori ya ndikuela zvithu zva sharp nichisvika mutu waone nga raundi yothoma ukoganama oneta nduri utoedhera ahangwana zveuri hoda musidzana
nonotangana nazvo zvithu. Has that happened to you kana ndikotoamba hypothetically kana nini
zvonoiteya kanne
why nisongohana, like why nisongomuvusa uri hey wake up?
Nidomuvusa mutu nazama nga nḓila dzoṱhe ava khou amba uri hey ndo net ende yowa muthu one nawana ene a si tsheo khazwo ngori ene muṋe ono fushea ono runda.
Seriously?
Zwa vhukuma.
Okay, why is Chima? Could it be that maybe I Chima because you're not sexually attractive for him? Could you be part of the problem?
Hi,
you ladies don't want to consider that as an excuse or as a reason.
Ini wa musidzana kha ino vho study tshithu like ni vha ni kha ḓi ṱoḓa like ni kha ḓi fila uri hey ndi kha ḓi ṱoḓa mara wa mutukana a vhuya runda pfhesa zwa uri ene u shapu nduri ya u shapu o neta u khwa guthu thi ḓivhi zwori kana u vho to ḓalelwa na kana ndi vhathu vhane vha vho to ḓalelwa nga mitambo na.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what advice are you going to give them? What should these guys do whenever around 10 seconds? Not even 2 minutes. I thought at least in the 2 minutes. You call us noodles. Matter 10 seconds, it's like, I'm alarmed by this actually.
Ndipfa vhathu vha tshiri zwa boko zwa shuma like wa mutukana zwa tshisala tshini vhidza ono thoma a ita boko. Yeah, zwi a vha shapu zwi a thusa uri namusi a tshi ḓa vhathu ni ḓifhelwe ni spende tshifhinga what yeah ndi vhona unga vhathu vha vhatukana nazwo vha tea zwi vhathu vhanzhi vha re a vha tambi boko mini mara asi zwone kezwi muthu arani khou amba naye kha Facebook ano posta tshinepe are khombo ri a ntsendele nudzi dza ndi wa go tamba boko ngaye why.
Yeah, I actually agree, man. And I think, Majita, real talk, good jokes aside, if you know that you don't last and you're going to a person, especially for the first time, run boko, get that first, load out of the way, and then you will do much better than listen to what this lady is saying. 10 seconds. Imagine if the guy is watching. Maybe he's even watching because on live. And comments, Martina.
And achibora rumoni because zvimwe ndezvinonzwa musi like uchifi hey baby ndikombe uri ampe dog style mini hezvi vono ni kwatamisa vachivhura marawo vatonga vakuapharula ini zviyavava izvula zviri kutoamba ngoho nduri vhathu va vatukana achiḓivi zvori uvo ukuita nduri muthu utonivhura marawo akonipharula achipedza ngapo uko nduri nani namboḓiluza uri ish yo tonga dog style hai asiyone vhathu va mudzimu tonga aingoitelwa rini ngoho zviyavava ini ndikhonidza zva vhukuma habe nitonga nibva sa muthu anotonga ni khou bva u beba mini ende muthu wa mutukana u vha asina na ndavha nazwo ngori mini ene muṋe u vha a khou ṱoḓa zwithu zwine vhathu vha ri vho dzula vha khou amba uri he musidzana a tou kodola mini ini ni tshi swika tshi to ni kodolisa the way ine a vha khou ni fara ngayo zwi vha zwi si tsha ni takadza na ndi uri na matshelo a tshi ni vhidza ni si tshaya u vha siko uri ene wa tonga kana ndi zwo zwine a fhedza a tshi vhone amba zwiṅwe vho ri hoyu ṅwana hai tonga no ḓifha ende u vha u tshimbila tshi ni zwi fhelela kha vhathu ngori hu vha hu ene muṋe o bambaho u to amba ngoho zwi a vhavha Ndika ini no zwi vhona no to kodolela muthu ni khou mufha ni khou go ḓifheliwa ene a vha khou siko ni fara nga nḓila ya rafu habe riṋe vhathu vha vhasidzana ri soft sometimes nezwi zwo sokou panga minwe vhaṅwe vhathu vha ya zwimbo to amba ngoho ngori ene muno vha khou sokou panga just o sokou tou pfha vhathu tshipfi hey na panga munwe na u khotha na ita mini na fara nga gai ndo na musidzana tshitema ene ngona wana ene a khou ita nga nḓila isi yone zwi a vha vho to amba ngoho.
Okay, I don't know ndi nga no vhona iṅwe video yanga ti ndori ndiko trenda ndi tshi khou vhaṅwe vhadzana vha deep ne. Did you see it? No, if it's not even, it's fine. So, therefore, me as a guy, it could mean uri number one, hana body language during sex, which for me is very important. So mention us at the chicken, what said the ceiling, whatever. Then if you're just a girl who's got vramlenje, non ruderamato, nonsense, and you're not moving, you're not showing any emotion or feeling or meaning, I'm not gonna enjoy it. Like 90, I'm sure 90. I mean, sorry, the previous speaker was saying, do you understand? Touch her, caress her during women on top. Enjoy your relaxation. The same applies na out. If a girl is just sitting with emotion, how can you say deeper if you're just penetrating? As deep is lost. This is the body language but anyway, I understand. Yeah. Oh, lastly, Muzana Hadipi if Anna Bobo.
Maybe Hadipi tin khozwa zwo ri muthu uya vha ana babo ngori uya vha kholalisa na vhathu vhahulwane lune a tshi vho vhuya kha age dzawe dza vhathu vhaṱuku u vha si tsha pfa tshithu ndi amba uri kha ri zwi sedzevho zwa vhukuma muthu muhulwane na ṅwana a re high school vho fhambana zwa vhukuma ende muthu a vhuya ḓowelesa vhathu vhahulwane hezwi vhathu vhahulwane vho no bva kha a tshi vho sala tshi vhuya kha vhathu vhaṱuku hu vha hu tambisa tshifhinga hezwo ndi vhona u vhudza zwa vhukuma.
Anyway, Tambe, any last closing words before you go? Anything you want to add before you wrap up?
Ndi nga to eda uri vhathu ri tshi khou ambisana kha ri tendelane uri nḓuni ndi khombo ḽo fariwa nga nḓila ḓe hu si uri ndo fara tsheri ya tshivhunu tshihulu ngeno ni tshi swika nḓuni ni sokou vha ni khou tambudza ṅwana wa vhathu ndi uri ṅwana wa vhathu hezwi u tshi wa rumuni u a thoma u vha na stress vhathu kha ri tendelane uri nṋe rumuni ndi funa u farisiwa nga nḓila ya so na so na muthu kana ni a mu vhudzisa ani shoni muthu waṋu bebi ndi mu fare gai nda mu fara gai u ya takanyela mini kha ri anḓane ri si thu thoma ngori ri a ḓinaka roṱhe mini mara rumuni ra vha ri tshi khou vhaisana blind ya zwino zwi important uri vhathu ri discuss zwithu zwoṱhe before ri si thu ya nḓuni ngori ri nga takalelana mini nḓuni ra vha ri tshi tshinyadzana.
All right, Tammy, thank you so much for coming on. It was nice talking to you as always. Well, keep safe, ne? All right, thank you so much. All right, bye. That is Tambe, who was on the live, guys. Don't act like my bobo one year divi. Nendinyana but what no ditong Chinese divi. Nearly diva bobo or the mean. What is bobo? You know very well what bobo the mean. So why you only which if you have vaginal tightening? Why you only chipunguzama bobo? You only recommend about why bakopunguzama bobo wapio and then divi bobo the mean. You know exactly what it is, and you know what causes them, guys. Because we start live, I'll be back now. Let's continue just after now. Just 2 seconds. I'm restarting the live.